Friends, are you ready for a bonus list of upcoming first-person shooter games in August? Well, honestly, I don't really care because I just made you one. So what do I mean with bonus? Well, I already released an upcoming games in August video, as you should know because you should have seen it. But there is so many more games coming, especially first-person shooters, and a lot of them were surprise releases that did not have a release date once I made the first video. So I decided I gotta make a new one, and here it is. Let's do it. Starting this list off with a tactical shooter for all my tactical hombres out there. This one, however, looks to be a little darker and more gritty than what we're used to seeing in tactical shooters. However, it is already rocking a mixed review on Steam, which is not a good start for the game. Apparently, it has things like poor optimization, lack of settings, and so on. However, a tactical shooter made by only one person like this is most likely a pretty overwhelming task. So, supporting this early access title, if it looks to be your jam, could potentially turn this into something really good. Now the description, it goes like this. In Operator, you will play as an elite tier 1 operator undergoing dangerous clandestine operations all over the globe. With a strategic, measured and unforgiving style of gameplay, you are the tactical advantage. Good luck. Now this one has one of the silliest and best descriptions I have ever read. Your employers at Fish KO are sending in robots to end your strike. Use your union-granted weapons to destroy the waves of robots to keep the strike going. Yeah, that was the description, friends, and hell yeah, I want to fight to keep the strike going. Now this game is completely free to play, and it is a very short one, but it is also a student's project, and it is a pretty damn impressive one at that. You should really give it a spin if you want to kill an hour or two. Now would you look at this, another free game. Exactly as the one before it, this is a student's project, and it is a wave-based shooter that actually looks and plays surprisingly solid for being a free student's project. Now it won't offer a whole lot more than a few hours of fun, but yet again a perfect game for you to kill a few hours for free. Now the description of this one, well, it goes like this. Fight for survival. Industrial waste has disturbed the dangerous Kiaritoris habitat, forcing them into the city. Unlock new areas, purchase new weapons and upgrades to grow even stronger, and fight off the horde with your friends. Hell yeah. Okay, now this is looking like an absolute crazy game, and honestly it kinda is. It offers a combat mechanic where you can only kill certain enemies with a certain side of your weapon, because your weapon has two sides. And then you have black and white flickering enemies that you can destroy however you wish. Sounds like it will be a brain workout to say the least, and it also looks to be a workout for your eyes. I would not recommend this if you have any sign of epilepsy, to be honest. And the description, well, it goes like this. A boomer shooter with epileptic 1-bit pixel art. Immerse yourself in an enigmatic story, destroying all enemies in front of you with a unique combat mechanic. Face depression head on. Your enemies are just things created by your own mind. Okay, right here, friends, we got Gears of War set in the Wall-E universe filled with scary and deadly aliens. And the main character or robot or whatever you want to call it that you play as just looks so damn cool. It is too cool to not include. I know it is not a first-person shooter, but look at it. I mean, come on, how could I let this one slip? It just looks too freaking cool. But how does it play? Well, I have no clue as I have not played it yet. But I do fear that the developer might have put too much effort into the visuals rather than the actual gameplay, especially judging from the Steam reviews. If you ever give it a spin, please let me know. And the description, well, it goes like this. The Scrap is an independent third-person shooter that takes place in a futuristic world inhabited by robots. Well, roger that. Okay, honestly, the description is a little unclear on this one, but I get the feeling that it is a wave-based horde shooter set on different maps. That somewhat tells a story between the maps, perhaps? Nonetheless, the graphics, they do look good, and I especially like the weapon models and animations. But I do also fret that it does not have that much more to offer than what we're seeing right now. Especially considering that the game is a whopping $1 in price, without a sale. The description, well, it goes something like this. Prepare for an adrenaline-fueled intergalactic battle like never before in our intense first-person shooter game as a brave commander leading your platoon on a critical raid to Nalaxion 54. Fate takes a thrilling turn when you accidentally stumble upon a hidden trapdoor. And here, my friends, we have another wave-based horde shooter, but something really sticks out with this one, and that is its atmosphere and body cam style camera. In this game, you're stuck in a house with super tight corridors, zombies are swarming you, and you have to survive until the clock strikes 12. I don't know, but it just sounds freaking scary. And then the game amping that feeling up with its gorgeous visuals and body cam effect. Not sure I will manage to play this one. Will you? Leave a comment. The description, however, it goes like this. Witching Hour is a zombie wave shooter where you have to survive until the clock strikes 12. You're trapped inside the house while hordes of zombies attack you from every angle. Can you survive until Witching Hour? Nobody knows, you have to buy the game to find out. Okay, I gotta be honest here, I'm not 100% sure of the release date of this game. Some websites claim it to be August 15, while other websites, they don't even have a release date at all. But screw it, the game looks amazing and I put it on the list. This is an immersive first-person shooter built in the Quake engine. Now, I'm not a fan of the floaty weapons in the game, but there is something here with the choppy graphics and animation that makes the game look both terrifying and fun at the same time. Also, I do kinda have a weak spot for games built in the Quake engine. And the description? Well, it goes like this. Dive into the immersive world of Station 37, a retro shooter where you'll face off against mutated creatures and security bots in the decaying remains of a once great research facility. The expansion we have all been waiting for what seems forever, is finally coming out, and oh boy does it look amazing. There is no denying that this looks and probably will be the best expansion drop for us boomer shooter fans this year, if not the Iron Fury expansion topples this one, but only time can tell that. Now the Black Labyrinth is an expansion pack style DLC coming to a medieval, a full prequel involving the journey to and the trial of the Black Labyrinth itself. Defeat the keeper of the legendary Axe of the Black Labyrinth, which will bestow the title of champion upon anyone that can retrieve it, and I am so down for it. Okay, honestly, what the hell is wrong with 18th of August? We got so many games dropping this day, it is nuts! Nonetheless, here we got a game that blends Quake and Doom 3 style gameplay into one. And I have not played much of it, but I do have the full game in my possession right now and I have tried it. It is freaking pretty damn good. It is a very lore heavy game with a lot of reading, which I freaking hate, but the combat, the setting, the environments, the atmosphere, the guns, it's good, man. It's really good. Now I can't say that the full game is good, but the snippets that I have played, it's very promising, okay? It's very promising. Now the game is releasing in early access, and as I said, it does show a lot of promise. And the description, well, it goes like this. You are a tech engineer from Earth, ordered to retrieve and return sensitive data from the tech mining facility on Titan. On arrival, you discover that the facility has been invaded by beings from another realm. Contend with these abominations as you complete your mission and escape Titan. And if you want to, I will stream playing this game and put up a full review of it once done with it. Leave a comment down below if you want to see that. 18th of August again, come on, 5 interesting games from this and the previous list dropping on the 18th now. How am I supposed to cope with this? How? Please let me know. This one, however, does not have much of a description, but it does have something that really sticks out, and that is that you fight with the elemental powers, water, earth, fire and air. And you can combine all of these how you like to create even more powerful attacks. And on top of that, the gameplay actually looks really smooth. So this actually might be something to dig your teeth in. But be warned, the game is filled with satire, so don't be easily offended if you're going to play this. Now the description, it goes like this. You have 2 real-time hours to locate and defuse a weapon of mass destruction. Use the powers of water, earth, fire and air to fight your way through hordes of enemies to reach your objective. Now, have you ever dreamt of being a marksman, but instead of killing humans, you shoot aliens in the face? Well, then this game is probably going to be the best game that you have ever played, because in this game, you play as a marksman set out to shoot aliens in the face. Now, it doesn't look like the best game by any means, but it has an interesting premise that I'm curious to see more of. And the description? Well, it goes like this. The humans have fled for their life. Now only aliens remain in the city. Your name is Mark, a professional marksman. You have one mission, to kill the alien queen. Your helicopter buddy will provide you with supplies during the mission, but this will not be an easy mission. Dimensional traveling, shooting, horror and nostalgic gameplay with lots of pixels. Yep, this is death again. a horror first-person shooter that I'm not too sure what to think of, but I do know that it does look weird enough that it piques my interest, because I freaking love weird, and I especially love weird when the game is good. So my hopes are that this can deliver both a good experience and a weird one. Then we gotta win. Death Again is a single-player horror first-person shooter, and you get to journey through a nightmarish realm that lies between dimensions in search of salvation. Designed to provide an authentic retro gaming experience, Death Again features pixelated art, hauntingly atmospheric soundscapes, and a nostalgic gameplay style reminiscent of classic horror titles. This has to be the most boomer shooter VR game I have ever seen, so I just had to include it in this list. Now, I don't own a VR, so I won't be playing this one. But if you do, and you love boomer shooters like I do, well, this looks to be the one game for you. Both the graphics and gameplay is really appealing to me, and I think it looks like a damn good time. So my fingers are crossed that this is one title that transforms into a non-VR at some point, because I would be all over it then. In this game, you get to slay demons as a gorilla with a shotgun in this 90s pixel art style boomer shooter. Honestly, that was all I needed to know. Now give me this game. Now I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below, let me know which is your favorite game from this surprise bonus list, upcoming games August. Let me know which is your favorite game in this video, okay? And for the love of everything, don't miss these.